What is up, everyone, and welcome back to 90 in Ontario, League One's weekly recap and preview series. Week 18 is in the books, and because it's the second last week of play, there were tons of implications being played out on both sides of the table in the men's Premier and Championship divisions. And we have the winners of the men's League 1 Cup along with the performance of the week. So without further delay, let's send it over to our social media team for the recap.
School me duck, got one of my rooms all flooded with gold. I done bought 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 carat in stones. Cash on the California cash, can't wait to go dress my home. Smash all you itty bitty rappers in a minute, I've been trying to prolong. On the way to reach my goals, a lot of those open and close. I been spending millions on clothes, I been making millions off clothes. Spend new money to the old, garbage stay bitches and old. Cut up my shirt full of hoes, don't wanna got a lot of. Shout out my cousin, my kin, my blood, my boat. Hold my 10, I plant the seed, give it water to grow. €500,000 in a third world country, I travel the coast. Always say that I want it, you want it, then done it, I do it.
Welcome everyone to the player of the week for this week, and we're going to recognize the person who was the outstanding individual performer in the Premier League men's this week, and it is none other than Nicholas Allison, the goalkeeper for North Toronto men. He was the inspiration behind a 1-0 win against Vaughan Azzurri men. Now look, it's not just about the shutout. It's not about the 3-point. It's that Vaughan Azzurri know how to find the back of the net. And they've been scoring and actually keeping shutouts themselves for the last couple of games until they ran into Nicholas Allison. So congratulations, Nicholas. Congratulations on being the player of the week for this week. It's always cool to see goalkeepers win this. And hope you're celebrating after that beast of a performance.
One of this week's men's game of the week was the League 1 Cup final between Vaughan SC and Scrosoppi FC. The match was played at the Zankin Automotive Centre and saw two of the top Premier Division teams battling it out for the trophy. The scoring opened up in the 16th minute as Miles Green just fired a ball into the area and it soared in past Alessio Carbone to give Scrosoppi the 1-0 lead. In the second half, Luka Juricic receives the pass in the box and curves it in short side to double Scrosoppi's lead in the 52nd minute, but Vaughan would not go away. Now in the 69th minute, super sub Marco Shortino puts the ball in to the net off a great pass across the box to bring Vaughan back within one. With Scrosoppi clinging to a 1-goal lead and looking for an insurance goal, in the 94th minute, it's Tomas Kublak dribbling the ball around Carbone and laying it up for Juricic to put it into the empty net for his brace. Scrosoppi took this game a final score of 3-1 and were crowned the 2025 Men's L1 Cup champions.
The League 1 Ontario Men's Premier Division delivered one of its most dramatic games of the season on Saturday as Scrosoppi FC edged leaders Woodbridge Strikers 4-3 in a high-stakes clash at St. Francis Xavier in Milton, Ontario. With the league crown hanging in the balance, the result keeps Scrosoppi's title hope faint but alive heading into the final match day. The tension was clear from the opening whistle as Woodbridge struck first to silence the home crowd. Just 7 minutes in, Anthony Morano pounced on a defensive miscue, breaking away and slipping the ball across to Justin Sicillo for a simple tap-in. The Strikers looked in control, but Scrosoppi clawed the way back into the game just before halftime. Orlendis Benitez Hernandez battled down the right flank and delivered a perfect cross that found Omari Cotterell, whose thumping header leveled the score at 1-1 and lifted the hosts' spirits heading into the break. The second half began with Scrosoppi in full flight. In the 48th minute, Miles Green floated a free kick from nearly 40 yards that found Nathaniel Susnick ghosting in at the back post for the 2-1 lead. Just 10 minutes later, Benitez Hernandez once again provided the spark, outmuscling his marker and setting up Luka Juricic for Scrosoppi's third. At 3-1, the home side looked to be cruising. But Woodbridge's resilience showed why they have led the table all season. In the 63rd minute, Gianluca Condello curled a sublime free kick past goalkeeper Andreas Vaikla to make it 3-2, injecting some fresh tension into the contest. Both sides traded chances, with Strikers pushing for the equalizer that would clinch them the title. Skrosopi's star striker and last year's league MVP, Thomas Skublak, delivered the decisive blow, or so it seemed at the time. In the 81st minute, Tristan Marshall launched an incredible long throw-in that Skublak flicked toward the net and scored the 4-2. Even then, the drama wasn't over. Woodbridge won a penalty in the 87 minutes. Morano coolly converted it to make it 4-3. The closing moments were frantic, and the strikers pouring forward, while Skrosopi was desperately holding their ground. After nearly 10 minutes of stoppage time and a heated post-match scuffle, the final whistle confirmed this massive win for the host. The result keeps the title race alive, but Skrosopi's margin for error is slim. With 38 points, a record of 11-5-3, they sit 2 points behind Woodbridge, 12-4-3 and 40 points. To snatch the crown, Skrosopi will need to defeat North Toronto next Saturday and hope Woodbridge falters against relegated FC London. Any other outcome will see the strikers lift the trophy. For now, Skrosopi's dramatic victory ensures that the 2025 League 1 Ontario season will come down to a nail-biting final day.
All right, thank you to everyone. A huge congratulations to Skrosopi for winning their first League 1 Cup. Also, if you're looking for the teams of the week and to keep up to date with our socials postings, follow us on Instagram at League1 Ontario. If you are looking to stay up to date with news, live game updates, and standings, download the League 1 Canada app, which not only covers Ontario's League 1 divisions, but all provincial leagues coast to coast. Now, as I alluded to earlier, we are heading into the final week of play, so this will be our last match of the week preview. But despite that, there are massive implications for who wins the title for this match, so let's send it over to Carlisle Fizette for our final match day of the season.
Don, thanks for making time to chat with us ahead of the final match day of the season in the championship campaign. Right now, your fate is in your own hands going into this last weekend. A win and getting the goal difference would secure a championship title for your side. How are you feeling at this point of the season?
The men, the boys, the guys are all very excited for the opportunity to compete in the game, have everything come down to the final game, which is, when you play, you want every game to be meaningful, and how more meaningful can you have but the final game as a decider, and you can win the championship with that. So it's fantastic.
I know there's a couple other elements at factor in terms of securing automatic promotion for next season too. You're obviously a lot of things would have to go wrong for that to not be the case. But what is the message then to your team? You talk about it all coming down to one game and making sure that this opportunity that your team seizes it.
It's really just be themselves and take care of the things you can control. You don't worry about the possibility of other things. You come on the field and you aim to win the game. And that's it. You don't worry about the possibility of goal this, goal that. Win the game, things take care of themselves.
How do you feel about your opponents then on Sunday, York United's Academy, a team that is also in the hunt toward the top of the table in preparing for a match like that?
A very good team, and for those guys, the Academy of a professional group, there's a lot of opportunity for them to demonstrate, one, that they're good players, which they have done throughout the season, and that something as meaningful as being in a game that decides the championship adds that emotional component, which I think in a professional environment, you want to see that your players can respond to that. So we expect them to be playing some of their best football that they can, because the environment is what their management of the CPL team would be looking to see from them. So we expect a really good, challenging game, because they are a good group.
We're seeing this as a final for us. It's a big game, probably one of the biggest of the season. And one of the reasons is we had a very good game first time when we met Unionville. Unfortunately, we suffered a little bit on the second half, and we had the players sent off, so we couldn't really materialize on the opportunities we had. But this is a great opportunity for the boys to come back and show who they are.
You know, we've had success. You're at the right side of the table, up near the top. How would you categorize this season in terms of maybe meeting your expectations that you would have set at the start?
It's been a very good opportunity to learn and to see where we stand with the level. A lot of people in the beginning would have thought that we're going in to try and win a promotion. That wasn't our first goal. We are focused on developing players here at York United. I'm not sure if people are aware of the fact that we have a lot of young 16, 17, 18-year-olds. It turned out to be a better season in many aspects, and it turned out that we had the opportunity to finish hopefully in the top 5, and that's a reward to the club.
Sunday, your mentality going into it, your level of excitement. What's going to be your message to your players to get them in the right mindset to perform on Sunday?
We are at the point where we know exactly what we want during the week when we train. Every game is different. We take one game at a time. The boys are looking forward to perform, and they're looking forward to get a good result out of this. And we will do the best we can to get a good result out of this game.
All right, Silvio, thanks for making time. Best of luck on Sunday.
Thank you very much. I appreciate the opportunity to speak with you and your listeners.
All right, thank you, Carlisle. And with that, we are all wrapped up here for 90 in Ontario. Before we say our thank you, it has been an amazing season with tons of drama, ups and downs, brilliant individual performances, and most of our leagues coming down to the final week to decide who will be crowned champions, who's staying up, and who will be getting promoted. Myself and Akshay, who has been our editor for the 2025 season, wants to say thank you to everyone who has helped us get our interviews, highlights, reels, and any content for this 2025 season. We ourselves had a ton of fun making them. We also hope you, the fans, enjoyed the content we gave you. Please be sure to like the video if you liked it. Consider subscribing if you loved it. And we again will see you all pitchside.